Hello, I know I'm talking to myself because there's nobody in here just yet. It does take a while for people to come in, but if you are watching this from the video, there we go, two people in already. If you're watching this video on Reback, it means we're not just sitting here just talking bollocks all the time. So anyway, welcome back to the Fans React channel. We've got loads going on today. Pre-match live stream. We've got Matthew with us as always. Hello, Matthew. How are you doing?
Hello. Yeah, good. Thanks. Good. Big win today against MK Dons.
It's got to be, mate. 3 points, innit?
Yeah, absolutely.
We've got obviously Jack Dodds with us again. How are you doing, mate? All right?
Not too bad, all things considered.
Yeah, I've probably had better days. And Shaun Middleton, everybody knows Shaun Middleton. It's the former SEFC Fan TV reporter. How are you doing?
Not too bad, Paul. Just dial out what the situation of last night, but it is what it is, mate. It's I just didn't sleep very good, but today's a new day, as they say.
Yeah, exactly. And we'll get onto that as well, definitely. We're going to do a few things today. We're going to talk about what's happening over at SEFC Fan TV. We're going to have a little bit of a quiz as well. Got 15 questions. We'll go through them quickly later on. And we've got, I want to do a draw as well for the free streaming giveaway that I did for us to reach 300 subscribers. There's a few people that retweeted that. So we're going to get that done as well. If you've got any questions that you want us to go through later on, just leave them in the comment section and we'll get to whichever ones we can. But we're going to start off, first of all, with Jack. You are the new member of SEFC Fan TV. How are you feeling about that, mate?
Well, I'll be honest. I was pleased to join, and I've made it clear for a long time that I would join if I was asked to. It is just a little bit bittersweet that I was joining at the same time someone else was going, and I never wanted to come in at the same time someone else was going. So to be honest with you, I was gutted. Shaun, I was gutted when it was announced that you were leaving. I was gutted. But when Billy asked us, do you want to join? And I thought, well, yeah, I do. So a little bit bittersweet because I never wanted to come in for anyone. If I was joining the channel, ideally I would have been coming the 8th member, and no one would have had to leave. So it is a little bit of a shame that you've left, Shaun. I was gutted as a fan of the channel more than anything else. But obviously I am happy to join the channel. It's something I have wanted to do. Yeah, I mean, I don't really know the ins and outs of what's gone on beforehand. As far as I was concerned, I just got a call asking if I wanted to join the channel, and I said yeah, because it's something I've made clear I want to do for a while.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I mean, I think it's a big opportunity for you, and I don't think anybody could blame you for taking it. It's an absolutely fantastic channel. Shaun, you've done so much work on that channel as well since it started. You're obviously one of the originals there, putting in your time and effort going to all the matches, doing the reactions after the games, which I think everybody thought was fantastic. And hopefully they still continue in some form in the future. How are you feeling anyway about what's happened? Are you doing okay?
Well, I'm a bit upset. I'm hurting a bit, but it is what it is. I was willing to sort of let bygones be bygones. Me and Philly had a talk on the phone, and I think it was just, agreed that was best if I'd left. We couldn't sort of come to any sort of agreements, and I did wish us the best. But then he did say no much slinging, or whatever that saying is, and I says right, okay. But then obviously at work last night, they put the tweet up and said that well, I'll read the tweet out. What they said. 2 seconds, lads.
Yeah,
I'll read the tweet out. It is with regret that we announce that Shaun Middleton has left SEFC Fan TV. We tried hard to get Shaun to return, but unfortunately, he has chosen to leave us. Right. Well, I can categorically tell you now that he didn't try hard enough. He made it absolutely near impossible for me to return. If he's going to play it that way, then I'll play it that way as well. I offered solutions going forward for the channel. I did see it because obviously I work shift work, and obviously all the lads work day shift. Is any sort of solution there? He just wasn't having it. And I'm not going to get into the detail. I'll see what they say on Sunday, and if they're going to call us up or slag us off, I'll come back and I'll say my piece. But at the end of the day, I just want to categorically tell everybody now, all the Sun supporters and all my followers on Twitter, that I did not want to leave SAFC Fan TV. I took a break, yeah, and the respecting wishes, I took a break. Philly says, he put his ultimatum basically, he says, if you don't come back on Sunday, and we'll go our separate ways. I said, well, I'm having a break. And that's it, really. I'm having a break. So I'm taking a break from the channel, and I'll come back, you know, when I'm ready to come back, yeah. And that's end of really. But Philly wasn't having it on the phone. We were at loggerheads on the phone as well. But people, you know, they're saying that it was my choice to leave. I swear down on my little son's life, yeah, my 4-year-old son's life, right? I did not have any intentions of leaving. I had all the intentions of trying to talk things through. We Philly made it impossible for me to come back for the things he said. And I told you what he said beforehand, Paul. I'm not going to say, he said, I'll see what they see on Sunday. I'll see what they see on Sunday, yeah? And if they're respectful, which they haven't been already, because, I mean, releasing the tweet as well with Jack about an hour later, you know what I mean, setting that up for a fall as well. He got some abuse last night, which was totally unacceptable. He's only 17 years old, but that's way Philly what he's done. He's let him get that abuse. And Conrad, he's the yes man Conrad as well. He's done that as well. So, you know, it is what it is. I'm angry. I'm upset. But, you know, I'll move on and I'll make sure I become better than them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can see, I mean, even in the comments coming through, mate, the support you've got from people is incredible. You can read through them anytime you want as well. But as for Jack as well, I know for a fact he was a little bit sort of disappointed at the release time of the tweet. Maybe it could have been done a little bit later, I think. Do you agree with that, Jack?
Potentially. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say that the tweet should definitely been put out at a certain time, but I can see why people are saying that, you know, if it had been done at a different time, it would have been more respectful. I completely get the frustration. Yeah.
Well, totally. Well, as you know, I think both of you are absolutely class, and I'm sure both of you will be successful going forward in whatever you want to do. I don't want to talk about it for too long. I know SAFC Fan TV have got an excellent lad there joining the team, and I'll always support the channel as well. And Shaun, I know for a fact you're going to have no problems with whatever you decide to do, and you're welcome to come on here or you're going to have offers to do things all over the place, mate. So I think it could be a really good thing for both of you, to be honest with you. And it's a good thing for us because we get more people to come on here as well, like talking about it. So I'm looking forward to the future, and you two should as well. Yeah, is there anything you want to see on that matter before we end it?
I think just to say that there's nothing but respect between me and Shaun, and that's just the way that it is. And I think to finally say, I'm happy to have joined the channel, but never in a million years that I ever wanted to be at the same time someone was going out. I wanted it to, as I say, I'm happy I've joined the channel, but at the same way, I'm good at Shaun's left because I think Shaun added a lot of the channel, and I'm seeing that as a fan of the channel above anything else. I think that's all I'll say. Yeah, definitely. Is there anything you want to add to that there, Shaun, mate?
Yeah, like I say it. I wish Jack all the best on the channel. He's a lovely, he's a great guy. It wasn't his fault what happened yesterday. That was down to we Philly and Conrad that done that. The tweet, if it just had said we'll come to an amicable solution, or it was best on both parties who were both left. But it's the way they put the tweet as if I'd wanted to leave, and that wasn't the case. That was not the case, and I can categorically say that wasn't the case. I wanted to try and sort things out, but the things what Philly was saying on the phone, which I can't say, I'll say what he says on Sunday. But the thing he said on the phone, he made it absolutely impossible for me to return. You couldn't return to after the things he'd said, and he knew what he was doing. He wanted to bring Jack in, and he wanted me gone. That's for me. That's my reason. But Jack, Jack is a good lad. I wish him nothing but success in the future. It's sad. I'm hurting, but good luck, mate. Good luck.
No, I appreciate it. It's a reciprocate as well. Whether you come in here, you start your own channel, you get involved in something else. I'm sure I'll get you on mine to preview a game in the not too distant future as well. Whatever you do, it's exactly the same as well.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I know he's got obviously comment there from AJJ. Adjust things off air. He's saying, I just think, we've got the two lads in together that have been sort of stuck in the middle of this, and I wanted to show that there's no animosity between themselves. They've proven that, they both just want each other to be successful, and I'm sure that's always going to be the case. So that's done and dusted. We don't need to talk about it anymore. But
let's talk about the footy now.
Let's talk about the footy. Yeah, we have got MK Dons again, away from home at the MK Dons Stadium. Matthew, we beat them 3-0 in the Cup. Obviously, it might be a different team that they're choosing, that they're selecting today. How can you see this going today?
Well, you see, I think in the Cup, in the Papa John's Trophy, there were two different sort of teams that were put out on the pitch. I think we saw Jordan Jones's debut. That's a player I'd like to see today. Vokins as well should start today as well. But yeah, I think we can go down there and win. Win convincingly. I think win by a few goals. We could do that, but at the end of the day, we are Sunderland, and we do like to make things difficult for ourselves. And usually, when we expect to win a game, we usually go down to a team and draw, or sometimes worst case scenario lose. But the way I see the game today, I think we could definitely go down there and win. But yeah, we've got Will Griggs down there. At least he can't play against us. But yeah, no. To be honest, I just see it. I just see it. Oh, Graham's here. How are the lads? Man, Matthew, yeah. Thank you. I think we can go down there and win convincingly. That's what I think.
Yeah, definitely. I totally agree. I know that's a saying I say quite a lot. Totally agree. But I just want to say a quick hello to Lauren Kenny. Kenny, she's going through tough times at the minute. Sending out lots of love to you, mate. Really hope you keep your chin up and things get better for you. Jack, how do you think it's going to go today, mate? Can you see it being another 3-0 win, or do you think it's going to be a bit tougher?
I think we've got to be the favourites going into it, to be honest. I know we won on Tuesday night, obviously. That was a good performance, I thought, all around. Really one of our better performances so far. They didn't really look as if they stood a chance at. As I say, I think we're fairly strong favourites going into the game, and I think provided we can keep it tight, we will always nick a goal. With how on form White is, he seems to only really need a chance, and he will score.
Yeah, definitely. White's on fire. Come on, White. You can get a few more goals today, I think. Shaun, how are you feeling about the match today? Think it's going to be a good one?
Well, I didn't see the game during the week, but obviously the 3-0 scoreline, obviously a good result, keeping the clean sheet. I heard that we weren't great in the first half. I've only seen the goals, but me looking at their form, lost one. They're sort of in and out of form with Patchy. I'm confident. To be fair, I'm confident. I think we'll beat them on Tuesday. So why can we not go down there and put in a performance and win again? But if you had a choice out of the two, for me, it's all about the league. It's great that we could possibly get to Wembley, it's fantastic that. But for me, if I had to pick the two, I'd pick getting beaten on Tuesday and winning today. Today is what it's all about for me. It's about getting out of this division part. We need to get out of this league. It's we've been in this league too long, and being in this league for a fourth season, will be absolutely catastrophic for the football club. But I'm confident. I think we'll go down there. Jordan Jones, I think we heard that he was great on Tuesday night. He looked like a cut above the rest. People's different opinions about Gady, but I think he gives you the quality. But Gooch is chopping at the bit now to get in. White's on fire. Why not? Why not go down there and win 3-0 again? It's of course we can. Paul.
Yeah, definitely. I know what you're saying. MK Dons are a little bit inconsistent, but so are we as well. So we do need to sort that out, and hopefully today is the day we start getting more than one win off. Defeat win off. So anyway, I'm going to just pass you up, Matthew. If you could just take over for like 5 minutes, I want to check a few things out on the stream in the background. But I'll be back. Get the predictions or something off the lads, and I'll be back in a couple of minutes, mate.
All right. One thing I did want to say before we start is on the post-match live stream last week, we did take score predictions for the. Oh, I don't like that.
Yeah,
We did. No, we did take score predictions for the MK Dons game in the cup from Jacob Kirkbride, Colin Roberts, Casey Cameron, Dan Humphrey, Paul Graham, and myself. Jacob said 1-1 will win on penalties. Colin said we'll win on penalties. Acacia said we'll win 1-0. Dan said 2-2, lose on penalties. Paul said we'll win 1-0. Graham said we'll win 1-0. And I said we'll win 2-1. We're all incorrect. We've actually all done better than our predictions. So if you were to think how this game today would go, lads, how do you think we'll do? Do you think we'll do? Do you think we'll win convincingly, or Jack? We'll start with you.
It's hard. I think it's a hard game to predict. Both teams seem to be quite inconsistent. I think it comes down to if we can defend as a cohesive unit, I do think we'll win the game, because I think we're always going to nick a goal. When you got White in the format he's in and the players around him who can take the score if he can't get one. I do think we'll always nick a goal. I just think it depends on whether we're defending as a cohesive unit. I think a lot of it will come down to who plays left back. I think it kind of fancies the fact you can expect us to concede at some point in the game. But if to me, that's why I would go with Jake Vokins, or even go with Deon Sanderson over him, for me, because that to me will be a real pressure point of the game. Is our left hand side. I think if we can patch that up, I can't see us conceding, and I do think we will end up getting a goal and winning the game. So I think I'm quite inclined to go with the 1 or a 2-0 win, to be honest. But I just think it comes down to whether or not we can keep it sound defensively.
Yeah, and Shaun, how do you see the game going?
Well, so when I think after the 3-0 win midweek, you've got to be confident. I mean, let's be honest, the MK Dons not the best side in the division, but on the day they can put in a performance. But I think with the players we've got coming in, I think Vokins will come in as well, left back. Obviously, I think McFadden's he went off injured, so I think he'll come in. I just think the back four as well. Like, look at the back four. I think Max Powe's done well, to be fair. But as soon as he gets an injury or he gets suspended or whatever, if he drops, Sanderson. Why not play Sanderson there? He's a right back or centre defence. So you got Sanderson, Willis, Wright, and Vokins. That's some defence for this division. That's some defence. And if you can keep clean sheets, as Mike Bowes always says, you can always win football matches. So keep your clean sheets, do your job at the back. And then you've got Charlie White, who's taking all his chances now at the minute. Jordan Jones looked, as I've been told, he looks, a cut above and looks class. So I'm hoping these new signs we're going to make a difference for the last part of the season. We're going to try and get in that top two. But I think it's going to be top 6. I think now, but you never know. If we're going to run, it's a possibility. And I think at the end I'm going to go 2-0 win for Sunderland. 2-0.
What your best mate, Max Power, does he get in the right back, Shaun?
Well, I'll probably, as I'm saying, I'll play him, but I think long term, I think he's not a defender like Sanderson's a defender. You can see Sanderson, he's got his quality, and I'm surprised if he's Wolves wanted the reassurances that he's getting first team football, and if he's not, that's why there was other teams sniffing around him. They should have said, well, if he's not getting first team football, bring him back and we'll send him back out to another club. So suddenly, you need to be careful there and stuff. But he looks class, Sanderson, I think, and I think if he comes in there and that back four looks class, doesn't it? Vokins, Sanderson, Jordan Willis, and Bailey Wright. That's in this division is a back four. That's a solid back four. That.
Jack, did we get a prediction from you?
I think I said 1. I think I go with a 1-0 win.
All right.
Can I just quickly say Rosie wants to be a part of the channel. If you go onto Twitter at SaftFansReact, follow that and send me a DM. I'll talk to you about things that we do on the channel, and if there's anything that you want to do or get involved with, we can get you on here. As for the game as well, I'd like to give my prediction. I reckon we're going to go, I've said from the start, a 2-0 win. Not quite as confident as we were against them in the cup. I think it'll be a little bit more of a tougher game. I think they'll have a few more important players out for them. So yeah, I'm always optimistic. I'm going to go for the 2-0 win. Hopefully, as long as we get the 3 points, though. We'll.
Paul, you did say 1-0 after the post-match stream for today's game, so you've changed it to 2-0 then.
Did I?
Yeah, you said 1-0 last week for this game.
You didn't have to.
As long as it's an entertaining game, he's not bothered.
Well, I've told you, I've told you before about my memories, so you don't have to embarrass us like that. But yeah, no, I've stepped up. I've had a bit more time to think about it. I'm going to give an extra goal. It's going to be 2-0 to Sunderland. Would you mind, Matthew, getting? I don't know if there's something you can get up on your phone. Just a little. There's like normally like a number draw. I'm going to do the little draw for. We reached.
Oh, you're going to fix it.
The what? Sorry.
You're going to fix it. You're going to get Matthew to do it on his phone and just pick the number you want.
No, well, he can show it to the screen and count it down. So this is the job. I'm not asking you to do it because you keep freezing.
Shall I just say a number though? Between what is it? One.
You could. The only reason I'm saying, like, because like Jack's just pointed out, people could say, "Oh, pick this number before we've gone live," and it could look like it's rigged. So even though it's only a tenner, but I'd like to, if you've got like a little, there is a thing on Google. I think you can do a little. It selects a number between 1 and whatever.
Yeah, I think I can share my screen as well. Let me see if I can get a number draw.
Just want to say hello to a big fan of this channel and anybody that's on Sunderland YouTube channels. It's Acacia Cameron Jude. Hello, hope you're all right. Thanks for coming on to the reaction show.
Hi, Acacia. She's a lovely girl, and she supports all the channels, and she's got she's got a heart of gold. That girl, Acacia. So thanks for tuning in, Acacia.
She's a lovely girl.
Always retweets my stuff as well.
Definitely. We've also got Thane in here, legend. He's coming in and supporting us all the time. He gave us a nice mention on his latest video as well. So I check out his channel, Thane Safk. Thanks for popping on again, mate.
Right, so I've got the thing here. Ignore all my tabs that are open. You want me to draw the number then, yeah? Between 1 and 13?
Yeah, between 1 and 13. I've just put them in random order. I'll show you the list. So.
All right, you ready?
1 second.
No, there's no dead dodgy websites, man.
Right,
your computer.
Right, I'll just pick a number between 1 and 13, mate.
Number 2.
Number 2. Right, so I'll show you on the screen here. Can you get rid of that, mate?
All right, yeah, there we go.
I've put them in a random order. Stephen Nesbitt. Yeah, he's actually done reactions on this channel before as well, so he's a really top lad. I'll get in touch with you via Twitter, and we'll sort out the streaming pass, even if it just means sending you a tenner to your PayPal account or whatever. We'll get that sorted.
Just like the live chat, I haven't got the thing to put it on, but Ethan Dixon saying got to hop on after Matthew and speak about the game. Just to anyone who does want to come on, send someone a message on Twitter, Matthew or Paul, probably ideally, and send you the link to get over.
Yeah, we do have. We had a fantastic response last week. Loads of people want to come on, give their reactions after the game. So, like Jack's just said, either DM me on Twitter or Matthew. You'll find our links. It's easy to sort out. There's Stephen Nesbitt there. So, congratulations to you, mate. I'll sort that out later on. Acacia's just saying, "Oh, thank you for saying I'm lovely, Shaun. I can't believe it, as it won't be the same without you." Obviously, she's talking about the channel there. But yeah, right. Streaming pass winner, Stephen. That's thanks for putting that on, mate. Right, we're going to get straight into the quiz because we'll have the team lineup coming through at 2 o'clock, which we'll probably want to talk about as well. Do you have a pen and paper, Shaun, mate?
Yeah, sorry.
Brilliant. Right. Let's get these.
15, you say?
Yeah, 15, mate. It's nothing difficult as well. So you'll be fine. Just tell us when you're ready to go.
Ready to go.
Yeah, no worries.
Shouting out. On the roof.
Sorry?
Shouting out. Saying on the rooftop shouting out, baby, I'm ready to go.
That's
you
true.
Get it, or was that a sympathy laugh?
Well, I do get it, and that might be something you need to remember for one of the questions in the future. Actually, if anybody is going to take part in this quiz as well, try and put your answers in after these guys have, because Jack's going to cheat and look at what you've put and then write the answer down. So, yeah. But anyway, if you're ready to go, we'll go straight in at number 1. Which Sunderland footballer scored their first goal for Sunderland on September the 1st, 2018 against Oxford United? Which Sunderland footballer scored their first goal on September the 1st, 2018 against Oxford United? This is his first goal for us.
Got my answer.
I'm not sure about that.
Right. Have you got an answer? Has everybody got an answer?
Yeah.
Yep.
Just hold it up to the camera. The Spaniard,
Nope.
Charlie White, and who's that? Willie?
Jordan
Can't
Willis.
Jordan Willis. We've got Matthew taking the lead straight away. It's Charlie White.
Yeah.
Oh,
Charlie White.
Si, senor. I said Charlie White. I said the Spaniard.
Yeah, right.
Oh, yeah. Is that
Charlie White, the Spaniard.
Yes, because that's the.
When have we ever called him that?
White and he will score.
Yeah, he's trying his best. It's not working though, mate. Unlucky.
Nah.
Who do you think I meant? Who do you think I meant by saying the Spaniard?
No
Got
idea.
no idea.
Wait, Charlie White?
Jack,
Jack,
use your thingy, your 4G.
can I on my iPad?
So,
4G, it's free.
yeah, it's a bit dodgy, but we should be.
I meant Charlie White anyway. I know I got the point.
No, well, we'll just deduct the point at the end if you try and get it. So, right, number 2. What was the maximum attendance of the Stadium of Light before the extension in 2000? Lots of people taking their guesses here. Mandy Greer said Charlie White. She got that right. James said Max Power. We had Jimmy Dunn. Geordie Boy White. He always gets it right, that lad.
Stop Google at his hands.
AJ support everything to do with shout out for the veterans in crisis and Joe Fowler. Yeah, definitely. Always support them, mate. Right.
Sorry, question again. I completely forgot.
The attendance of the Stadium of Light before the extension, mate. Right, hold them up. 35, 42, 419. Well, yeah, I've got 42,000, but yeah, you and Sean get the point for that. Matthew and Sean.
Hey.
Well done. Jack's not having a good one. 2 down already, mate.
Well, I knew me heart to heart till I got the first one right because I wanted to be creative. I didn't want to just say White. I thought,
where did you get the Spaniard from? And give us a brief.
The chant, see, senor, give the ball to White and he will score.
But I'll leave it up to the other two. Does he get the point, Matthew?
No.
Well, Matthew's the most competitive person on planet Earth. He's not going to say yes. It's a cup final, this man, this quiz.
Right, we'll move on to the next question. Number 3. Which Sunderland manager chose not to sign a footballer after listening to their voicemail message?
I don't know who it was. I'm going to educate a guess.
I've got this. I know this.
that one, yeah. 1 second. People guessing the size of the stadium. I'm trying to find who got it right. Channel NAM. They were close. A lot of people saying 35,000 or 28,000. But yeah. Right. So what we got for this one anyway? Hold it up. Roy Keane, Howard Wilkinson. Yeah, it was Roy Keane. Basically, he rang up Robbie Savage and the voicemail was "What's up?" and he thought his words were I'm not effing signing something like that. So he wasn't impressed with that.
It just sounds like you do, Howard Wilkinson.
He said Howard Wilkinson. You meant Roy Keane.
No, I'm saying it just sounds like the type of thing you do. That's why I went for.
Right. Yeah. It's definitely something the sort of thing he would do as well. But yeah, Roy Keane, he didn't take shit like that. I don't think so. Can you remember that, Sean? Can you?
I can't remember who was telling the story again. Was it on? I think it was on Soccer. Was it on Soccer AM part? I think.
Yeah.
I think someone mentioned it before. I think I just remember it like, but
hilarious.
You don't think that Roy Keane tapped me crap on that one?
Yeah, his actual quote was, "I'm not fucking signing that," which you can imagine Roy Keane saying. Anyway, number 4. Right, this goes back to what you said earlier, Jack. Who sang the Stadium of Light song "Ready to Go"?
Oh no.
Oh, we've got him on the ropes here.
We've got.
I don't know what the band is.
We've got,
I know it's coming.
Paul, how many people got watching, by the way? I can't see the number.
we've got 69 in
Wow.
here at the minute.
That is record-breaking numbers.
I'm forgetting this.
Yeah.
I'm forgetting.
I think I know what.
Oh, you've just looked at the live chat, haven't you?
Thanks, Tommy. Top lad. Thanks for coming in, mate.
I meant Gilesy.
Joanne punching well. Even Giles is a top lad as well. There's Sean's friend Joanne. Say hello, Sean, mate.
All right.
He's busy. His mind's ticking away. Right. 2 people in the chat got that right. Show your answers, please. We've got Republica, and Republica. There you go. Yeah, that's fine, mate. Spot on. All good. Everybody gets a point for that one.
So Matthew,
I knew it's something.
Yeah.
I wrote it down before anyone said it on the live chat.
We've got 70 odd people in at the minute. If you are watching and you haven't given us a thumbs up, would you mind just clicking the thumbs up button for us, please? If you're on the YouTube channel, that would help boost the video and get
John,
it
as well. You know,
thumbs up.
Make a subscription to the channel. What is it?
Sorry.
If someone wants to subscribe to the channel, what is it, Paul? Sean.
Oh, come on, Sean. You know what
It's
you're
absolutely
saying.
free. It's absolutely free. It doesn't cost a penny. If you're unsure what to do, ask a family member, ask a friend. It only takes 2 minutes. Please subscribe to the channel. Give us a thumbs up as well.
The thumbs up.
Iconic.
Yeah, definitely.
Hang on, talking about it, look, Paul. Someone has given us the thumbs up. Look next to the views. Do you see that?
That looks like
Facebook like.
Facebook like. Yeah, we've got.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it showed the actual other platforms likes as well. So yeah, thanks for doing that. Chris Scott has joined us in the chat as well. Good lad, he's getting involved regularly. So thanks for coming on, mate. Thanks for letting me begin part of this first time. No worries. Right, we're getting loads of thumbs up in the side there, but we're going to move on to the next question. How do I get rid of that again? Click on there. Right, question number 5. Innit? Which team have we gained the most points from whilst playing in the Premiership? Just think about that one.
Probably not this, but I'm going to say it anyway.
That's between 2 for me.
I don't know.
Just want to say a quick
Newcastle
hello
in the chat.
to Colin Roberts. That's my brother. Welcome to the chat, mate. Yeah, try not look in the chat. I did say don't give your answers until after these out, but yeah, just pick anything and we'll go with it. The Skunks. Stuart Shaw, the Skunks, he reckons.
I don't know. Stab in the dark.
Yeah. No worries, mate. No worries.
Oh, come on, man. Sean, think. I can't think.
Few people giving suggestions.
Do you know? I thought that as well. That was my first thought from Thane. The team he said.
Yeah,
that was my first thought.
Well,
because we beat them almost every time we played them, but we didn't have a very good away record, so that's what threw me off.
Yeah. Right. Have you got an answer?
Yeah.
Right. Let's go for it.
I think.
We've got Newcastle from Matthew. We've got Southampton from Sean and the Mags. Yeah, it was Newcastle.
I'm not going to cheer for them, but you know.
Yeah. Unlucky, Sean. Unlucky, mate. Lots of people in the chat got that. Loads of people. Loads of support in these chats for Jack and Sean as well coming through. So thanks for that. We'll go on to number Number 6, which team have we dropped the most points from whilst playing in the Premiership? So obviously the opposite.
Yeah.
Chopper Saft afternoon, lads. Rosie Laws, 6 in a row, yeah.
So sorry, the question was the team we've got the least amount of points from.
Yeah.
Right.
Whilst playing in the Premiership, mate, yeah. The founder of Turkey in Sunderland account, welcome to the channel, mate. Thanks for stopping by.
No, he's canny.
Right.
He's canny and Paulie.
Good lad, yeah. Right, go for it. There's loads of people in the chat. Give theirs. What you got? We've got Arsenal from Jack, Arsenal from Matthew, and is that Everton? Yeah. Well, nobody gets that. Manchester United.
See, I had them in mind, but we beat them, didn't we, under Sam Allardyce, and then beat them under Gus Poyet. But I don't know.
Yeah, obviously, this is from my sources. Whether it's 100% correct or not, we don't know. But that's what I've found anyway. I just made it up. Number 7. You ready? True or false? Yeah. Vaux was the first shirt sponsor on a Sunderland top.
Surely that's got to be false.
It's got to be. Oh, it's got. Paul's trying not to see if he gives anything away.
Was Vaux out before Cowies as well? Right, what you got? False. Everybody gets a point. Well done. People in there weren't sure. We had Davey Arkle say true. Loads of people saying false, actually, so lots of knowledgeable fans out there. Right, crack on straight away to number 8. What we've got. Which 2008-2011 Sunderland player was said to smoke 40 cigarettes a day?
Oh, I know it. I'm sure.
Exceptional player, in my opinion.
Yeah, he was.
Have you got an answer, Matthew, yet?
No, sorry. What was the question again?
Which Sunderland player in the 2008-2011?
No, you give me the season. Yeah,
was said to smoke around 40 cigarettes a day. Don't look in the chat.
Now you've given me the seasons.
Yeah. Put it up then. Show us what you've got. We've got Steed and Steed Malbranc. Yeah, everybody gets a point for that one as well. I thought you
were going to not give us that one because I didn't see full of on there.
Well, yeah, I'm tempted, mate. I'm tempted. You'll have to tell us at the end, and I'm going to have to trust you actually how many he's got right as well, because I didn't.
I've been counting.
Oh man.
Oh well, it's just a game, mate. Don't worry.
No.
Just count your ticks, and I'll trust you because you're all genuine lads, and you wouldn't want to win by cheating, would you? So
I don't know how many ticks I've got.
Mine are on separate pieces of paper. I've got to work them out.
Well, I'll go through the answers quickly if you need to. Anyway, number 9. What shirt number does Jack Diamond wear?
Oh, God.
I've got this.
Haven't got a...
Sorry, lad.
30 something.
Yeah, just take a guess, mate. I'm not very good with shirt numbers, but I wouldn't have known this one.
You're not very good with the quizzes, to be honest.
I'm not. Well, I'm terrible with the quizzes, mate. You know it.
And when you host them, you can't even keep count of how many we've got right.
It wouldn't be me if I didn't make a mistake, mate. So don't worry. Right. Yeah. Go. If everybody's got an answer, put them up, mate. We've got 21. Wow, you got it right, Sean. Yeah. Everybody gets that. Well done. Well done, mate.
33 for some reason.
Now, there's a few people in the chat. 28, 21, 31. But yeah, lots of people got that right. Right, number 10. Sunderland were founded in 1879. and were called Sunderland Albion. True or false?
Yeah. I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Right. Has everybody
I'm
got
not
an
sure.
answer? Go for it. Hold them up. We've got true, false, false. It was false. They were called. They were called Sunderland and District Teachers.
Yes.
So yeah, I actually had that question in. I was on Speak Saf doing a quiz. I don't know why I tortured myself last week to do that. I didn't get that one right, so you're not the only one, Sean. Right, number 11. What year did Sunderland start playing in red and white stripes?
Yeah.
I'll give you the clue. It wasn't when we were founded, so obviously it was a bit after that.
Is that who gets the closest to the year win? Gets the point.
Yeah, whoever gets closest to that gets the point. I know it's not an easy one. So. Right, everybody got an answer? Hold them up. 1890, 1890, 1900. Right, so I'm going to give Matthew and Sean half a point each. 1887.
Oh,
So
Right.
give yourself
I was just
it's, instead of a tick, just do like a little half, just so you know you got half a point there. You need to get comfortable. Oh, I wish I'd kept tabs on this. But anyway, we'll move on. What's being said in the chat here? 1909, 1890. Graham got that one. What did I say? Oh, he said the same as you guys. Miles out. All right. Move on to the next one. Number 12. For what reason did Barry Rogerson from Bedlington become known for by Sunderland fans?
Who's that?
Right, I'll read it again. For what reason did Barry Rogerson from Bedlington become known from the Sunderland fans?
Oh, I think I've got this one.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Like,
What like year was? Can you give us like what year it was in?
No.
Can't. I haven't got the year on it. I can't remember.
Could be anything.
Yeah, it did make the papers and stuff like that. So everybody, leave your answers until after they've answered, please. Right, if you've got an answer, are you ready? Are you ready, Matthew?
No, hang on.
I haven't got a clue.
Yeah. Don't worry, mate. That's fine. They're only easy if you know them, aren't they?
No.
It was between two, but I've went with one more.
Right. We've got AJ, JC, and the Macron Dancer. I think he's thinking of Dave the Rave there, isn't he? Right, hold your answers up. Punch the horse. He was a bus driver.
Oh, I thought you meant he was a Sunderland. I thought you said he was like an ex-Sunderland player. I didn't.
No.
Was that the one who punched the horse?
It was the one that punched the horse. Yes, well done, mate. Get a point for that.
I was tempted, even though you said he was from Bedlington, to go with I'm from Wales End, he's from Wales End, bloke. Even though he said he's from Bedlington, I was tempted to go. That was my first instinct, to be honest.
Yeah, I can see why.
I seen it in the live chat, like, but didn't want to see it. You know what I mean? It's just like cheating.
No, I know what you're saying. I try not to look at it because it does sway my mind when I'm doing the quizzes, but that's fair. It's fair enough. Just sneak one in, mate. Right, number 13. Which? Sorry, hang on. What was that? Oh, answered. Yeah, he punched a horse after Newcastle were beat by Sunderland 3-0 in April 2013. That was actually. Number 13. Which English defender has made the most appearances for Sunderland of all time? English defender has made the most appearances for Sunderland of all time.
thinking.
Right, has everybody got an answer?
Just a guess.
Yeah.
Right, hold
Just
it
a
up.
guess is. Yeah.
Phil Bardsley. Sorry, Sean, I can't see yours. Michael Gray and
Greer.
Mickey Gray. Yeah. Jack, you froze. What you got?
Len Ashurst.
Right, we've got lots of people in the chat saying Gary Bennett. Loads of people saying Gary Bennett, actually. Michael Gray.
Nah.
Michael Gray. Well done, Sean. Graham got that one right. James got that one right.
Am I still frozen?
Yeah, you're still frozen.
Oh, I
Mate.
said Mickey Gray.
Yeah,
I
right.
said Len Ashurst. I said Len Ashurst because I thought it was him.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough, mate. It could have easily. I know he was with us for quite a while when he saw.
He's made the most appearances for the club, I think.
Oh, right, yeah.
That's Montgomery.
No, he's
Yeah.
up there. Len Ashurst is up there, though. I think.
Yeah, he was definitely around for quite a while when he. Right, move straight on to number 14 then. On the 2013-2014 season, who did Sunderland play on the opening game? And you get a bonus point if you know the score. So potentially 2 points here. 2013-14 season, who did we play on the opening game? And you're going back a few years now, but if you've got good memory.
Oh, man.
Who's manager then?
Oh, I've got it. I think I know this. I think.
Right, 77 people in. If you haven't given this video a thumbs up
Wow.
yet, please give it a thumbs up.
I think the
Love you.
No.
42 or something.
2 seconds.
42.
I think that was like the record before for the number of people we had on. Was it only about 42 or something like that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Because we've got awesome people on, haven't we?
I think last night's Twitter probably helped us a little bit.
Well, yeah, people interested to see if you were going to have a fight, I think, but didn't.
Someone was suggesting that a last match at WrestleMania.
Yeah. Right. Have you got answers?
Aye.
Yeah.
Right, go for it.
Yeah, I don't think it's right though.
We've got Aston Villa from Matthew. What's that? Leicester?
Leicester.
Yeah. West Bromwich Albion. Right. Nobody got the point. It was Fulham at home, and we won. We lost 1-0.
There you go.
Trying to see if anybody.
Oh man, I was thinking of the wrong season.
Man.
Oh, I remember now. I remember that game.
Oh, it's all coming back now. Isn't it?
I remember that game.
Oh, it's coming back, isn't it?
We've got.
I remember watching it as well on some like illegal stream. Oh God!
Yeah, we didn't get. There wasn't a lot of people actually in the chat got it right. The Brian Eagles got it right. We've also got somebody saying that the Mickey Gray answer is incorrect. If it's incorrect, I think we'll all still survive. But yeah, that's what I got from that. Right, last question. Who was the Sunderland manager before Peter Reid?
Jesus God, who was it again?
It's so easy how your memory just decides to leave you when you leave.
I mean, this is before I was born, but like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but you're so knowledgeable. I thought you'd be.
Oh
fine,
yeah, Matthew will probably know. Probably recite every sort of match.
I remember I looked at this the other day. Just left my head.
Two people. I can't decide which one it is.
I've just got a brief list of Sunderland managers from like the 90s and like 80s.
That's my answer, Paul.
Yeah, what we've got, I can't see, mate.
Terry Butcher or Mick Buxton. That's one of them. That's one of them too.
I was going to go with Terry Butcher.
Right, pick one.
I was going to go with Terry Butcher.
I'll go with Mick Buxton.
Matthew, what you got?
No one yet. I can't even think, man. I honestly can't even think. The only person I can think before Peter Reid was Stoko, and that's just not right, is it?
No, mate.
Are you going to pass on this one?
Yeah, just pass me in that.
Right, okay. It was Mick Buxton. Well done, everybody in the chat that got that right as well. Loads of people got that right. So, yeah, be truthful. Add your scores up if you can, and we'll go with who the winner was.
Well, it wasn't me. I think I came last.
See, when you asked the question about I thought you meant the 2012-13 season for some reason.
That's annoying, isn't it?
I was thinking the Invest in Africa kit, and then I remember. No, I remember that game because I remember like it was like Sessegnon's like last game for us, and then he went over West Brom and then scored against us.
I just knew.
Oh,
around
really
about
annoyed
that
me.
time, it was when
I think I got 10 points.
It was when Canny was in charge of West Brom away. On first game of the season.
9.5.
Oh no way, Sean! Oh my God, I've got 9.5.
Sean's got 10.
I think
7 for Jack Dodds and 9.5. Matthew was actually being defeated the first time.
Yes,
Being defeated, and it's being defeated by Shaun Middleton. Well done, Sean. Round of applause. Everybody give Sean a round of applause.
every week now.
We had let's have a look at what people got in the chat. We had Chopper Saf got 11.5. So that's really good score, actually. We've got Geordie Boy, Mr. Knows everything about Sunderland. Jordan, he's got 11. Mick Griffiths, the best score yet, 12. Mandy Green got 6. Acacia Cameron Jude got 9. She's done really well. What else we got there? Rosie Law said she got 15. I don't know. And then we've got people giving Sean a round of applause.
Oh, if only I just got that Fulham question right.
This is the happiest day of my life, mate.
Because Matthew got beat.
Yeah, the King's been knocked off his crown.
Well, it was never going to happen with me playing against them, was it? So it's worth having you on just to beat Matthew. He's gutted. You can see in his eyes. He'll not sleep tonight.
Oh, it's just that Fulham question. I literally remembered the score for that game as well.
Yeah, people saying that they want to come on the channel, beat Sean and things like that. I can see anybody that's interested, go over to Twitter at SaskFansReact. You can see it just underneath me here. Just follow us, send us a DM, and if you want to come on, even if it's just to get your reaction to the games, we do that post-match reaction after every game, and we had a fantastic response yesterday. So if you want to get involved, you can do that. We've got a few minutes before the team news comes out. If anybody's got any questions they want to ask Sean, Jack, Matthew, or myself, drop them in. We'll answer any questions as long as they're sensible. You do get some weird ones sometimes. But yeah, how did you find that, Sean? Did you enjoy the quiz?
I was kind of made. I was the horse one. That was disappointing. I didn't get. I couldn't remember his name. You know what I mean? The horse punch, the bloke. Obviously that question 10, I was disappointed I didn't get that because I could have gotten 11. But the Fulham first game of the season, disappointed with that one. But all in all, I didn't do too bad. To be fair, I was kind of
good. Glad you enjoyed it, mate. It's just a bit of lightheartedness. It was Jack's idea. He started it all off, and even though I refuse to do them anymore because I'm so shit, I don't like to embarrass myself online. So. But yeah, it's a great idea.
Yeah, embarrass yourself on camera, man.
I know, mate. I know. How did you? Are you disappointed finishing last, Jack?
Honestly, I'm absolutely over the moon that Matthew's been knocked off his high horse, like, because I think winning these quizzes was going to his head a little bit, like. So no, I'm happy. I'm over the moon. He's lost. Yeah,
good. You know, gracious in defeat there, Matthew. How are you feeling? Are you devastated? Your crown's been taken off you.
I'm just gutted, man. I'm just gutted. Ethan Dixon says, "Is he a legend?" Yeah, mate, you're a legend, whoever you are. Yeah, man. I'm honestly just so gutted. Oh wait, no, I do know who Ethan is. Don't worry about it. Yeah. No, I am gutted. I really am. Just that question, first game of the season. If I just got that correct, then
yeah,
I would have been fine.
Well, if I just got 3 more correct, then I would have drew top.
Yeah.
Teams out.
All right. Team news is out, is it?
The team's out in 6 minutes.
6 minutes. Yeah, no worries, mate. That's fine. Chris Smith, bit of fun that first visit to the channel. Hope to see you back, mate. Thanks for coming on. DH Gamer 97. Never seen you in here before either, so welcome to the channel. Rosie asking what are your predictions for the Papa John's semi-final? It's been drawn now, hasn't it?
Lincoln away.
Yeah,
Lincoln.
no, Lincoln, no, at home.
Oh.
Or Lincoln at home. What do you guys think of that?
Lincoln at home,
We'll start with you.
I think there's only Oxford who probably would have been a tougher draw. So
Yeah. What do you think of that one, Matthew? Do you think it's a good draw?
Not at home, because obviously our record at home is awful. But with the new lads coming in the team, I think if we win that game, we've got a great opportunity. That's an interesting face Jack's frozen on, isn't it? No, we've got a great opportunity to go to Wembley again.
Yeah.
No, mate, you're not. No, but I think it's a great opportunity to get to Wembley again. No fans are going to be there. I think it'd be the most Sunderland thing ever if we do win there with no fans. But yeah, look, Lincoln, we've already beaten Lincoln this season. We're still to play them at home in the league. So yeah, I think it'll be a good bit of practice. And do you know what? Right, when we got to the semi-final in the first season in League One, that's when Jack Ross actually played a full strength team. Like before we got to that semi-final against Bristol Rovers, he just played Reuter in goal, but we actually got McLaughlin in goal. We played a full strength team. So I think I might get to the semi-finals where Lee Johnson, he's got the chance now. He thought, I could take Sunderland to Wembley here and actually win. Something a manager hasn't done since '73. I know it's only the Papa John's Trophy, but it's still an opportunity. So I think, look, if we drew Tranmere or Oxford or Lincoln, I think we are the favourites to win. But with Sunderland being favourites doesn't mean anything. We actually have to play well.
Yeah,
but
just see the face half rose on. That's all.
Yeah.
It's froze again, mate. It's froze again. Shaun, do you think you're confident on us getting through this next round of playing Lincoln City?
Well, I was just looking at the tables there. The top of the league for a reason. They were a good side, but I often said that. I said it quite a lot that I think they'll come off and they'll drift away a little bit, but they seem to be maintaining. I mean, 25 games in, 51 points. They're a good side, but we went down there and we absolutely played them off the park. I mean, 4-0 could have been a lot more as well. Counter-attack football at its best. Eden McGeady, Jack Down played great that day. I mean, it's a great opportunity to get Wembley again. I mean, like, as Matthew said, it's a typical Sunderland thing to do. Get to Wembley and win when there's no fans there. I mean, 73 was the last time we won. 85 in the Milk Cup final, we lost one at Norwich. 1990 against Swindon, 1-0 we lost in the playoff final. 92 in the FA Cup final against Liverpool, 2-0 we lost. 98 against Charlton, 4-4, lost on penalties, and the playoff final against Charlton at Wembley. Then it was 2014 League Cup final against Man City, we lost when we were winning 1-0. And 2019 twice, Portsmouth in the Checkatrade, and then Charlton. And Wembley's not a great place, so let's be honest. But it would be great if we went there and had just ended that long, heartbreaking, horrible record that we currently have of losing so many games at Wembley. I think we're going to beat Lincoln. I mean, people say it's at home, and like people say, we're better away from home, but there's no supporters in the grounds. But it seems like these clubs come up here when we play them up here, and they're just sort of this is their cup final, isn't it? Even though there's no fans in the ground. Sunderland's the big fish. They're very big fish in the small, very very little pond, and we need to adapt to that. And we've got to adapt quick.
Yeah, totally agree. And I think, like Matthew said, if we do get to Wembley, no fans in the stadium, it would be typical of Sunderland to actually win that. A very important question here. Does Jack still use dial-up internet?
I've tried alternative methods and it's not working.
Yeah, well, there you go. Anyway, Gary Pearson, lovely lad on the show regularly. Thanks for reading them off, Shaun. There you go. Appreciate it. Right. So we've got the team news literally in the next 30 seconds. When they come out, would you mind grabbing them for us, Matthew?
Yep.
Chucking them up on the ticker thing. I usually get a notification, but it's, like you say, it's due any second now. Is there anybody in particular you think should be in or out? Do you think, go on. I was going to mention O'Brien, but you go ahead and tell us what you think, Jack.
Well, I got on O'Brien, but I seen a few debates yesterday on Twitter about McGeady. A lot of people said they don't think he should be starting. I think I agree with that, to be honest. I think if Johnson wants to play pressing football once he's forwards to get in defence's faces, then McGeady's not really the right option to go with. In that sense, I think you'd be better off going with a mixture of like Diamond, Gooch, and Jones. Jones really impressed me on Tuesday night with his pace. I think McGeady just slows things down a bit going forward. I want to put it down to the kind of last 14 months and with, coming back into the team straight away, then having to take the break because of the positive cases and then coming back. I want to put it down to that he's never really had an opportunity to get back up to full fitness, but he seemed to have lost that kind of bit of burst of half a yard of pace that he had to get round defenders. So to me, I think we'll be better off going with a mixture of Gooch, Diamond and Jordan Jones, with Jordan Jones and Gooch being the two for me. As for O'Brien, I think a lot of people don't realise the work he does. And I think if you took O'Brien out of that team, White would score a lot less goals. Because as much as he's indirectly involved in setting them up, he does a lot of work in terms of coming out wide, working hard, dropping deep, having link-up play and nice touches, nice little passes. That kind of, a lot of the time as well, creates space for White, and White can find that bit, half a yard of space in the box to finish the ball. But if you take O'Brien out of the team, I don't see how White keeps on scoring. So for me, I would keep O'Brien in, as much as he isn't much of a goal scorer himself. I think he's really helping White out.
Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. Shaun, have you had a chance to see the team news?
Yeah,
you have.
Yeah.
Go on. While he's putting them on there, tell us what it is, mate. You read it out for us, please.
On screen now.
Oh, it's on screen as well, but you read it out and give us your thoughts on the team.
Mostly in goal, number 1, Lee Burge. Number 3, Tom Flanagan. Number 5, Billy Wright. Number 6, the captain, Matt Power. Number 9, Charlie Wyke. Number 10, Ian O'Brien. Number 11, Lyndon Gooch. Number 13, Luke O'Neill. Number 23, Grant Ledbetter. Number 28, Aidan McGeady. And number 30, making his debut, Jake Vokins, on loan from Southampton. On the substitution bench, number 20, Very Matthews. Number 4, Jordan Willis. And number 7, Chris Maguire. Number 14, Josh Gowan. Number 16, Dean Sanson. Number 21, Jack Dam. Number 27, Jordan Jones.
What do you think of that?
It's pretty interesting team selection, to be fair. I was expecting Jordan Jones to start, but maybe he's going to put him in, eventually. It looks like it's another 4-2-2-2. I think. I'm glad Vokins is coming. I think that was expected. Obviously, McFadden hasn't been great, let's be honest, and he got injured. So I thought Jack Dam might have started, but I'm a believer that Jack Dam, I think he's better off coming off the bench and making an impact 70 minutes if we're struggling. He's like his legs, speed, and this, that, and the other. I think he's better coming off the bench. I think McGeady, he's got that quality, and if he's not on his game, then bring Jack Diamond on. I'm glad Luke O'Nine's in there. I mean, I'm assuming he's in the middle with Ledbetter, I think. I don't know. I don't know. I'll have to have another look at that, but I'm happy with the team selection. I'm just surprised that he's dropped Scowen. He's obviously a fan of Scowen. He's dropped Scowen. Willis must have a knock, and he hasn't started Jordan Jones. So it's a strange lineup, but I think it's still good enough to win the game. Yeah,
definitely. There's AJ saying there's no Winchester there as well, which is interesting. Jordan, he would have started Neil, I'm assuming. Dan Neil. He's played well last game in the cup. He travelled down, but has been replaced by Maguire. Yeah, I must admit, I'm loving Dan Neil at the minute. I think I would have started with him, but even if he gets some game time, he was on the bench. Dan Neil, is that right?
No,
he's not on the bench.
Matthews, Willis, Maguire, Scowen, Sanson, Diamond, Jones. That's the bench.
All right, fair enough. Matthew, I'm going to nip to the loo while you tell us your thoughts on the team.
Let me just get through this. First of all, the first thing I see is Scowen's been dropped, and Lee Johnson's one of those players, one of those managers that doesn't seem to like drop that sort of player. We saw it last season with Parkinson and Wyke, but he's actually done it. He's dropped Scowen. Obviously, there's no Jordan Jones in the starting 11, which I'm a little bit disappointed with. But at the end of the day, it's pretty solid. It is pretty solid. Dan Neil's not in the team. Winchester's not in the squad as well, which is a little bit surprising. I don't know about Winchester. He wasn't injured or anything like that, was he?
That's it's just a bit pointless. I think.
Oh,
Winchester. No,
oh,
Winchester.
Winchester. He's not even in the team, isn't he, at all?
Yeah, that's a bit confusing.
I
Ledbetter starts in the.
think. Sorry, mate, sorry.
No, go on, you go.
No, I'm seeing Winchester. I've only seen a couple of games of him, but I'm not. I'm not entirely convinced at the moment. Like, I mean, he might he might progress as the season goes on, but you hear this and that from the Forest Green supporters and saying he's got this and he's got that and he's not that. It's early days, and I'm not writing the lad off, but I'm not seeing. I'm not seeing a player there who's thinking, oh, he's going to really, really shine for us. Like, I don't know what you think, lads, but I'm not
are you talking about?
Anyway.
Are you talking about there, Sean?
Winchester.
Oh, right, yeah. No, I totally agree with you. I thought you were talking about Dan Nielsen. Yeah, Winchester. Totally agree. Yeah, definitely. Sorry, Jack. What do you think of the lineup? Good one.
Quite pleased with it, to be honest. Nice to see Conor McFadzean dropped. Jake Bolton's going to hopefully just offer us something defensively. I think McFadzean is all right going forward, but he's I don't think he's no left back, to be honest. I think he's. I always say McFadzean. He looks to me like the type of player who he's been a good left winger, and then all of a sudden 5 minutes before kick off, the left back's got injured, and the manager's went, "Can you fill in a job at left back today?" He just doesn't seem to know how to defend. So I'm quite happy to see McFadzean dropping Vogtland's come in. Defense, the rest of the defense, I probably wouldn't really change much. Of course, I like to say White and O'Brien fit together. I think White works well with O'Brien. Gooch as well. Nice to see Gooch back in there. I would have went with Jones over McGeady. I think at the very least Diamond. I think McGeady slows us down a little bit going forward. But one thing I am really pleased about to say that O'Nien is in there with Ledbetter. That should be a really nice midfield. With Ledbetter being the more cool, calm, relaxed centre midfielder, just passing the ball between and winning the ball back, and then O'Nien to be the running all over, tackles flying in and going forward hopefully as well, and joining the attack, which is something I think we're missing midfield. There's just someone in midfield to get into the box and give White and O'Brien a little bit of support, because naturally one of them tends to drop out. I'm quite pleased, to be honest. Yeah.
I think most fans are excited to see O'Nien coming back, especially in the midfield position. Be interesting to see if he gets a decent length, because he's only had like 5-10 minutes here and there. Be interesting to see what he can do in that position, and if he's good enough, which I think he will be, to replace Scowen. We've got Gary Pearson saying no, Scowen don't understand that unless injury. Yeah, because he is obviously, like Sean mentioned, he is one of Lee Johnson's favourites. We thought they seem to know each other quite well. So we'll have to just see what happens there. Rosie, thanks for the DM. I'll check that out later on. We've got Graham Wright here, one of the lads on the show. Excellent. Definitely Jones over McGeady, unless, of course, Jones still isn't 100% fit. Yeah, definitely. I think we all agree with that as well. A lot of fans I noticed on Twitter were suggesting that Remy Matthews should have stayed in today instead of Lee Bird. She had a sort of decent performance in the last game. Jack, you look like you don't agree with that statement.
We've seen how Remy Matthews is in goal. It's just the ball just bounces off him. He kind of catch it. He's amount of mistakes he's made. He just every time he's played, he's made a bad mistake. He didn't really have much to do against MK Dons. I kind of get. I just think people jump on the bandwagon of Burge. He makes one mistake and then everyone slates him at it. You kind of bring Remy Matthews in, like, unless Burge drops howler after howler after howler. But to me, Patterson comes in before Matthews. Fair enough.
Sean, would you agree with
that? To tell the truth, I'm not a fan of Matthews or Burge. I don't think anyone's justified being our number one goalkeeper. But the fortunate thing for them, we haven't really got a John McLaughlin or a goalkeeper you could see has put them on the toes. I mean, Patterson, the young lad, he looks like he's got potential. But let's be honest, I mean, the both of the goalkeepers this season, Burge and Matthews, have made a lot of mistakes. And I mean, that could be the fine margins between going up and stealing this division for another season. Very fine margins. And that was, before the season started with Lee Burge, I was he's a decent goalkeeper, but you stick with a keeper so much. And I just think the two of them, I'm not really, whoever's in goal, I've got worries when there's a chance, because I don't think they're solid goalkeepers. Do you know what I mean? So it needs to be addressed in the summer. I think, if Patterson can step up, if he stay in this division, then give him his chance. but I don't really take too much notice on the goalkeeper situations. I'm not a fan of the both of them, and just hopefully the defence do their job and they don't get tested.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think in this league we can maybe get away with it a little bit, but if we did get promoted, it's something that would have to be addressed straight away. Matthew, what do you think? Burge?
Well, just like Shaun, I'm not a fan of either. Burge, what's his name? Burge or Remy Matthews. They both have a mistake in him, and I was a bit surprised to see Lee Johnson not try and maybe get another goalkeeper in January. Just as a little bit of backup, because we've seen Remy Matthews and Lee Burge make some horrendous mistakes. For Lee Burge, I think back to the whole game at home where Jack's favourite player put in that cross, and then he literally is right at him, and he couldn't even catch the ball. And Remy Matthews as well has made some horrific mistakes. But look, I don't know. Really. I don't think Burge is miles better than Matthews, but I think if I was going to choose one, it probably would be Burge. But yeah, I'm not a fan of either of them, to be fair. But I think Matthews did okay in the Papa John's Trophy game. But yeah, if I had to pick someone, it would be Burge. But I was a little bit surprised that Lee Johnson wasn't looking to maybe bring in a better goalkeeper, because I'm sure there are better keepers out there. We haven't actually. Well, we have seen Patterson, but only in a few. We haven't seen Patterson in a league game yet, have we? I don't think so. No, we haven't. No, we've only seen him in some Papa John's games, and from what I've seen so far, he hasn't done anything wrong. I haven't seen him do anything wrong. He's just been quite solid. So I would like to sort of see what he's got in a league game, but yeah, for me, Burge had to start over Matthews any day of the week, but yeah, I'm not a fan of either of them, to be fair.
Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. Right, just in the chat, get a few reactions from the fans. Happy to see Gooch and O'Nien both starting. I think that's going to be quite good. A lot of peers. It just depends if Gooch just runs into brick walls or whether he actually does something constructive in the final third. But yeah, I am excited to see that as well. Rosie Laws, I think Jack Diamond. Sorry, go on, Shaun.
I think Gooch. I forgot to mention Gooch. I think Lee Johnson really likes Gooch. I think he said before in one of his interviews he likes everything about him. So I'd imagine once Gooch is back to fitness, which he looks to be now, I think he's going to be one of his main men. And I think I don't know, he says something to Gooch, right? He's got that grit and he's got that determination. And if Gooch just looks up at times and makes the final delivery like at the right time and makes the decisions, his decision making, if he can get that better going forward, he's a good player, Gooch, but he just needs to. It's his end product. He's got to look, for his final pass. It's got to be better. But I think Gooch can be a good player for us when he's fit.
Yeah, no, I think you're spot on with that. And even what this Rosie's saying here about Jack Diamond played fantastic against MK Dons. I still think with him as well, it's similar to the Gooch that you've just said. His final ball, running into nowhere sort of thing. He still tends to do that. I mean, I know he's just a young lad. He's got a lot to learn, and the potential in there is unreal. But I think he's about the same. Would you agree with that?
Yeah,
Shaun.
The same with the Diamond. I think for me, Diamond's an impact player. He's young. He's a young lad. I mean, I've had this disagreement with a couple of players on Twitter, but I think Diamond. I think he's got up.
Oh. Shaun's turn to freeze.
He has.
Oh, has he got dial up as well? Well, hopefully
you should get Essex internet, because me and Paul haven't had a problem today.
Exactly. Now, hopefully he's back with us soon. Yeah, it looks like he's trying to reconnect. But yeah, let's move on to the next question. Gary P said, personally not convinced by O'Nien in the middle, but hoping I'm wrong. I don't know. He hasn't really had a chance, Jack. Do you think he's had?
That was my. I mean, I see all the time. I think Gary's mint. I think he gives a really good reflection of the game. Really understands football. But I've got to disagree with him. You've got to give O'Nien a good shot. You've got to give him a good few games in midfield. He's had the odd game here and there. He maybe had like 2 starts in a row in midfield maximum since he joined the club. I'm sure Shaun will come back in any second. But you've actually got to give him a chance. You've got to give him a shot. I mean, that's 5 to 10 games.
Yeah.
He impressed relatively well on Tuesday night. He's impressed us any other time he's played midfield, bar when he very first came in against Charlton, of course, but even he admits that just give him a bit of time. I think give him 5 to 10 games in the middle of midfield, and then we're going to assess him. But if there's one thing we know about Luke O'Neill, it's that he'll give absolutely everything to be his best. And if there's problems in his game, he'll be working day and night to eradicate them. So if there's certain problems you can say with O'Neill in midfield, maybe whatever it'll be, maybe he's a bit tactically unaware or whatever. You can guarantee, he'll work himself into the ground to solve his problems, and he will. He'll always improve as a player because he's just got that attitude. And Sean's coming back now anyway.
Yeah, welcome back,
There
mate. It happens so mate.
That's Colin Jack's connection. I've just went for the 4G. I've just done my 4G instead of the Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
I think it's something happened with Virgin. Did you get what I said about the Jack Diamond? And,
Well, you were in the middle, mate. But yeah, crack on. If you could start that again, that would be fantastic.
I think I'm of the same opinion of you, Paul, when it comes to Diamond and Gooch. Like, I think Diamond is best coming off the bench for me. The last 20 minutes when I was struggling, if it's 0-0 and we need to change something, and they're tiring, their defence is tiring, or their players are tiring, and put him on, young lad, extra legs, and it's his decision making. I think what is with Jack Diamond. Yeah. I think it's the same as Gooch. I like Gooch, but he frustrates us as well because he's got ability, but then he just does that. I think he said running the brick wall and not releasing the ball when he should. It's all down to decision making in the final third. And I think once he can do that, I mean, Lee Johnson's a big fan of Gooch, and if Lee Johnson can get the best out of him, and then hopefully Gooch can kick on this season and make that difference.
Yeah, definitely. Right, we've got about 15 minutes left or so of this live stream. If you've got anything you in particular you want to ask, just drop a comment. I'm trying to get through, and there's loads coming through at the minute. Gary Pearson doesn't understand. He doesn't get how quick people are to criticise Burge. He's made some very good saves this season, and he has actually saved us in games as well. So I totally agree with that. What we got? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Helping us go. Thank you, Mick. It's absolutely free. I can't say it as good as Sean, but subscribe.
No one can.
No one can. Yeah, subscribe to the channel. Also, give it a thumbs up. Really would appreciate it. And if you want to be involved, get yourself on Twitter and DM at SAFFansReact. Or
I do want to say as well, 50 people are watching now on YouTube and only 29 thumbs up. So if you are watching, you haven't yet, give it the thumbs up.
Yeah, really would appreciate it. Obviously got people watching on other platforms as well. So thanks for everybody that's coming in. Do you know why we're not playing Maguire? Anybody have any?
I don't think he's part of Lee Johnson's plans tactically. I think Johnson has an idea of how he wants his attack to work. And I just don't think Maguire's that type of player. I think Lee Johnson wants players. I know he's playing McGeady, but I think he wants players who can press. Maguire isn't that type of player. He's quite similar to McGeady, which maybe you could say I'm a bit hypocritical here, but I think he's not playing Maguire because he doesn't have that same ability to press that Diamond and Gooch have. As well, you got to remember, Maguire seems to be a bit of a divisive personality throughout his career. He seems to have fallen out with quite a lot of managers. I think he did at Bury, and there's some potential there, but I don't think Lee Johnson sees him as a particularly important part of his plans. Maguire is where he's that player where he can have 85 minutes where he does nothing, and then all of a sudden he'll pop up with that one special moment. But I think Lee Johnson wants a more consistent performance, start to finish, especially going forward. So I think that's why Maguire's not majorly involved in these plans. Hopefully, he gets back in because he's one of my favourite players. I think he's fun. What he contributes to the team is brilliant, but I don't think Lee Johnson sees him as the type of attacker he wants. Hopefully, he can find a way to get him involved, or whether that's a second striker or maybe something different.
Yeah, but you could say that about Gooch as well, who literally could do nothing all game and then pop up with the goal. You could think back to MK Don's last season. Oh, no. Listen, you know MK Don's last season, right? Where he literally he didn't do much all game, but then he scored that. I was just thinking this whole game I was like, Gooch, man, every time it was frustrating me. And I was like, what are you doing, man? And then he scores that worldie. And then after the game, we're like, Lyndon Gooch, best player in the world, and it just shows a player can just do that little thing, just do that one, have that one moment in that game, and then it just changes really. So I think that's what you get in this league, though. It's just inconsistency. Same with Maguire as well. I think Maguire was told he could leave in January actually, but he didn't. And I think it was either him or Embleton that were going to go because we didn't want to have too many players. Embleton was the player loaned out, so Maguire stays. I think he's going to be a backup winger or attacking midfielder. Yeah, look, I don't think Maguire's been particularly very good this season. I think he was all right last season and the season before. Go on, Jack.
I get what you're saying about Gooch. That was a fantastic example. But I think overall, throughout the 90 minutes in more areas of the pitch, Gooch will give you that little bit more. I get what you're saying. He does pop up with those special moments when he's not playing well. But I think Gooch offers you a little bit more in terms of he's a bit quicker. He presses a lot better. He can track back a bit more. And I think on the ball, he tends to come into the midfield a little bit more. I don't see Maguire doing that as much. I don't see Maguire's having those attributes I've just listed about Gooch. So as much as I get what you're saying, I just think Gooch's overall game, he's a lot more consistent throughout 90 minutes. Whereas Maguire is, it's not necessarily a criticism of Maguire, it's just the player that he is.
Well, I think Maguire's like, 32, 33 years old. Gooch is in the prime of his career, really. So that's what you would expect from Lyndon Gooch anyway. I do see what you're saying. Yeah, I think he does give us that extra that extra bit of energy. I do agree with that extra bit of pace. Would I rather have Gooch or Maguire probably starting? I'd probably most likely say Gooch to start, but that I was just alluding to the fact that I don't think Gooch will ever play higher than possibly League One bottom championship because he isn't consistent enough in his all-round game. He'll score a great goal, but again, his all-round game, I just don't think he has that enough quality. But that goes for a lot of players who play for us at the moment. Yeah,
I don't think he can make the step of the championship. It's making those fine margins, just tweaking a few things. And I think becoming a little bit more consistent. His decision making in the final third is definitely improved, but occasionally he can be caught taking a bit too long to make his mind up. I think if it's those fine margins, you just tweak them. I think he will make a very decent championship player one day, especially if you get him in the right system.
Yeah, definitely. Rosie Laws, we don't have to go into detail here. I know we've got new players coming in, but what do you think our chances are of promotion from what you've seen so far? We'll start with you, Shaun, mate.
Well, I think we're 6th or 7th at the minute in the division. It's, as I said earlier on, we're going to have to start and be consistent now. If we really want to finish in the top 2, it's not. You can't say it's not unachievable. Of course, it can be achieved, but we need to start putting a run together and being consistent and start winning games at home as well. Now we're playing away today, but we need to start being consistent. I think that's the key. Just touching on about Maguire, I think earlier on with Jack as well. I think the reason why Maguire hasn't been a top player is because of his attitude. That's the reason why. Because on his day, Maguire, he's got that quality to be the best player in the league. Why is he not playing now? Because he must have a bad attitude and on training or something, and that's what's hindered his career. And Lee Johnson's saying that, but I'm confident we'll finish in the top 6, but the top 2 we're going to have to be consistent. And I'm not sure if we've got the players to maybe. I don't know. This Ross Stewart. When he comes in, is he going to be a good signing? Not sure as well, but top 6 has got to be achievable. Come on, let's be honest. But the top 2, it's going to take someone very, very good, and that's what we can do. You've got to believe, and I'll still believe we can do it until it's mathematically impossible. Yeah. But hand on my heart, I'll say that it's going to be playoffs.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are thinking the same way. Would you agree with that, Matthew?
Well, yeah. The thing is we've been in this league for what now? Like, this is the third season, and do you know what the players we've got now? See, I don't know, because I feel like we've got one of the best squads in the league on paper, but everyone keeps saying on paper. We see them play, and it's almost like it's the Sunderland thing of you put a Sunderland shirt on and then you end up all playing the same. We see it in the Premier League. It's always that we always get the same frustration, and it always seems to be the exact same thing. Look, with these new players coming to the club. Look, the way I see it, and I've said this before, I think our squad is in a better state now than it was at the start of the window. We've seen the players who aren't very good, like Dobson and who else was it? Danny Graham. Danny Graham has as a result, like ended his career now, you know, which is fair enough. I think it was time. It was time. But yeah, I think we're in a better place now. And look, let's just, you know, give as much support as we can, even you know, like, well, even through the computer screen, and we'll just see what we can do. Am I confident we'll go up? No, look, playoffs at most. That's what I'm saying at the moment. But then again, if we win 2 or 3 games in a row, then everyone's minds start going, Do you know, they reckon this is achievable, you know? Like how who did we beat? Shrewsbury and who was the other didn't we beat who the hell did we beat after Shrewsbury? My memory's gone. Ipswich, yeah. So after we beat Ipswich, then people start going again, getting a little bit excited, going, all right, well, this could be the start of a run. And then, you know, and then we draw like 2-2 against Gillingham, and everyone goes, oh, you know, we're not going up this season. So it's funny how these little games change people's opinions. If we go on a consistent run of games, if we have that consistency that we've been missing for the last few seasons, you know, that was the reason why we didn't go up in the first season, because we had a lack of consistency towards the end. We kept the consistency going. There was a point in the first season League One, we won like 8 games in a row in all competitions. If we kept that consistency up for the rest of the season, easily we would have gone up. Easily. Yeah. We've got to keep a consistent run to go up the season. And if we can go on a run of games, it's still possible. It is still possible. You know, we've all got to be optimistic. We'll try to be, at least. And I know supporting Sunderland, I don't know. It's quite difficult to be optimistic, but we'll see what you can do. It is possible, but whether the players are up to it, I'm not too sure.
Yeah. I think as you said there, the inconsistency with the team is the reason we have inconsistent fans' opinions. Like 1 minute, I'm like, yes, we're going to get promoted. Next week, I'm like, for God's sake, shite. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just, you're just basically reacting to the way the team's performances are. So, you know, I do get that a little bit. Maybe if it is over-exaggerated or knee-jerk reactions, I think it's part and parcel of being a fan for many people. You do get some fans that are proper grounded and realistic about every single game. But unfortunately, I'm one of these overly optimistic people as well. Jack, what do you think, mate? Are you confident we can go up?
I'm not confident we'll get top 2, I'll be completely honest, but I am almost certain we will get in the playoffs at least. It all comes down to if we can get on a good run, if we can get a good system going, get a bit of momentum, and players start to figure out, you know, get Johnson's idea across, and players can kind of understand where each other's meant to be and what each other's meant to be doing, and we're going to have a good kind of 10 to 15 game run where we're winning a lot of games. There's absolutely no reason why we can't finish in the top 2. If I had to predict, I think we're going to finish somewhere around 4th, 5th, 6th, you know, in lower playoff places really. But there's absolutely no reason why we can't get in the top 2. We just need to put a half decent run together, and if we do that, when there's absolutely no reason why we can't go up in the top 2. It just comes down to, I think, how quickly these players can gel and Johnson can get his ideas across, and then the players can get that on board.
Spot on, Jack. I agree with that. I'm going to go for second place. I'm overly optimistic. I think these new signings are going to come in, hit the ground running, and give us what we need. So yeah, there's my overly optimistic approach to it again. Basically, that's pretty much it. We've got literally a couple of minutes left. James agrees with Jack. Anyway, I just wanted to, before I go, I do want to just say, obviously, we've got Shaun and Jack on here today. Hopefully, we'll see them interact with us quite a lot in the future. But I do want to wish us all the success in whatever you decide to do. We've got loads of support. You can tell from the comments on here today as well. So, Jack, good luck with you on SEFC Fan TV. And Shaun, whatever you decide to do, whether you start off yourself or you just, you know, work with other people, whatever you decide to do, best of luck with that, mate.
Cheers, Paul. I just want to say as well, I did mention earlier on, I want to say a big thanks to Michael Bowers. You know, I've become like a very close friend, and he's like, you know, classmate, as like a brother. It's very sad that I'll not be doing that with him anymore. You know, I'll still keep in contact, and I just want to thank Michael Bowers for everything, really, and I want to also thank the Man Mistake. I thank them too, because they showed their class throughout all of this. And you know, good luck to them too in the future. Yeah,
definitely. Anything you want to say, Jack, mate, before we end it?
No, Not in particular, other than a lot of people are asking is, am I coming off this channel? No, of course, I'll still be doing most of these pre-match live streams, of course, be popping on now. I'll probably pop one for the post-match live stream as well. And I think reiterating everything you've said, really, best of luck to Shaun, if he comes on here, if you meet, I think you should make your own channel, to be honest. I think you get loads, I think you get 1,000 subscribers overnight. I think that would be a great idea, but no, nothing to say. I think I said it all at the start, really. If anyone wants to go back and have a look at the first kind of 10 minutes we spoke about a little bit, I think I said everything I wanted to say.
Excellent. Matthew, we're going to end it now. Is there anything you want to say to everybody before we go, mate?
I just want to say, everyone on the comments tonight, I've been reading them, and everyone's been really respectful, and we do appreciate that. I appreciate everyone who's watching so far. Long may the channel continue. We've started off really well, and yeah. Also, I just want to say, look, loads of things happen. Some people may not like each other, but I ask one thing, that we all just respect each other, because the only reason why our faces are currently on your screen is because we all love one football club, and that is the reason why we're all here. There's a reason why we all that know each other, and that's all we're trying to do. No one's trying to make enemies or anything like that. We're all just here because we show our love for Sunderland Football Club. So just respect us. Respect other channels, and yeah, that's all I have to say. Away the lads.
Yeah, I think that's perfect way to end the stream. We will be doing a post-match reaction stream, which we started doing. We had our first one last week. And it went brilliantly. Loads of people interested. So that'll be about 5:15, I think, Matthew.
Yeah, 5:15. Yeah,
something like that, around that mark.
Something like that.
We'll share all the links out if you want to watch that or get involved with it. Like I say, just DM me at Sack Fans React. But that's going to be it for today. Thanks again, Shaun, mate, and thanks, Jack Dodds. Thank you, Matthew Lead, all cracking lads, and hopefully 3 points. Come on. Let's do it.
Yes.
See you later.
Much needed. Yeah.
Ciao, lads.